Mate, if he's done nothing wrong, why would he need to provide his details?
Hey?
If he's,
I can verify who he is.
hang on, if he's done nothing wrong, why would he need to verify? Why would you need to verify his details if he's done nothing wrong in a common law jurisdiction?
Listen, I'm not being evasive with you, like, or anything like that, mate.
So what are you being,
I'm not breaking the law or anything.
I never said you were breaking the law. I'm just trying to verify
I'm being
who
polite.
you are.
I'm just being polite. I've given you my phone number, and I've given you my first name, and I've even given you my address.
Right.
So that should be sufficient, shouldn't it?
Well, I don't know who you are.
My name's Andy.
Right, well.
And that's my generator.
Well,
and that's my
I don't
equipment
know that
down
because the
there.
other day, alright, you've come up with, I seen two lads carrying a generator. Alright. I don't know what's going on.
Is it reported stolen, is it?
Yeah, well, I don't know, but I could suspect it being stolen.
You could suspect it's
So I
been
could
stolen,
seize it
but
as
you know
potential evidence.
Yeah, no,
well, I don't.
Is that what you want to do?
Because you're not telling us who you are. So
Is that what you want to do? You want to seize it as potential evidence?
possibly. I don't know if it's stolen.
So what's your reasonable grounds then for this action?
Alright, listen. I'm saying this gentleman here. Alright.
Yeah, I know you are,
the
but
camera in my face.
This guy...
Alright, he hasn't given us his details.
Right,
I'll take it.
to protect myself.
If it's not reported stolen, then you can get it back.
Right, are you going to fetch it to my house, are you? Or am I going to have to go to the expense of retrieving my own equipment? Because I know that police have taken
give you a notice
equipment
of
away.
understanding that would give a limit of 24 hours where you can check all you want.
Well, if I could verify this gentleman who he is, but I can't. I've got your name.
Well, hang on a minute. Is it about that being stolen, or is it about his name?
It's about me.
I'm a bit confused.
Two people carrying a generator up a bank in the middle of nowhere.
If you'd have come up here 2 minutes ago, you'd have found us carrying two speakers up to the car as well.
And then I've spoken to the gentleman, stopped them.
You've already been given authorisation by the two PCs.
By the church?
Well, I know nothing about that. Alright.
Give them a ring.
Alright. Well, who are they? What PC? What's been going on
PC Oliver was...
I know nothing about any event down there. Nothing at all.
We don't know very much about
Well, that's what you've told me.
We had a gathering
said you had an event down there.
Speaker's Corner.
Right.
PC Oliver come down and took his number.
PC Oliver? Who's
Yeah,
PC Oliver?
I don't know. I could show you video footage of him. And
when was this?
2 nights ago.
Right. Well.
And then yesterday as well.
Yeah, I don't know what their names were. There was a sergeant, 413, his number was.
A man named Andrew is carrying his own generator up a riverbank in broad daylight. Two officers stop him. What follows is a textbook example of how reasonable suspicion gets stretched past breaking point. The officer's logic, 2 men carrying equipment equals theft. Watch how that claim falls apart the moment it's tested. Full credit to commonly known as Dom for capturing this footage. I'm here to break down what actually happened. See if you can spot where the officer talks himself into a corner he can't escape.
No.
Check on your thing then. Can't you just check on your radio?
Well, basically, he said like he's going to take the equipment out of here, like, and it'll be gone. So, like, do you know what I mean? They don't want no hassle. We didn't want no hassle.
I'm sure we
but like,
accept and proof of your claim that somebody's been some crime.
Yeah, basically.
I told the other day, I say 2 lads carrying a generator. I've stopped and spoke to them.
Does that make it reasonable grounds for suspected theft then? Somebody carrying a generator?
When he's not providing his details. All right.
So what is it? Not providing the details or carrying a generator? Which one actually is the suspect?
All right. So I'm going to take the generator. All right. Till I'm satisfied, we'll do some checks on it.
I don't want you to steal my equipment.
I'm not stealing your equipment.
Yes, I do.
You got credit. Phone the police to report a theft.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you.
You are now stealing my equipment.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You are now stealing my equipment.
1698, 2156.
Can I get my Jenny in the back of your car, mate?
Yeah,
he's got no right to do this, has he?
Bridge. Yeah, I've got a number of people. I'm there trying to make a search.
Excuse me. That's my equipment.
I've just told you I'm seizing it.
Why?
Right?
Why?
I'll give you the reasons why.
I'll go and bring the 2 officers up the top who we spoke to earlier.
Yeah. Go. 2 officers
they just know all about it.
Cool.
You're stealing my equipment. That's mine. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to me.
You've refused to give details, so
yes, I have given you details. I've given you my details.
Right, calm down.
I have given you my details. I have given you my details, so stop lying.
No, you haven't. Have you given us your name? Full name?
I've given you my name and my address.
No, you give us your name, Andy.
Am I obliged to do that? I'm not breaking any laws.
Well, I'm not breaking any laws by seizing it. I have a reason to
You're stealing it. You're not seizing it. You're stealing it off me.
Well, what is the reasonable grounds that 2 men are carrying it? That's not reasonable grounds, is it?
Here's where it gets interesting. The officer says his grounds are 2 people carrying a generator. That's not suspicion of theft. That's a description of people moving their own property. Section 1 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984, PACE, requires reasonable grounds to suspect stolen goods, not a hunch. Not possibly. Actual grounds based on facts. Carrying something you own isn't one of them. The officer knows he's short. That's why he keeps shifting to, "You won't give details," trying to build a case he didn't have when he stopped them.
I've told you the grounds. That is my opinion.
So somebody carrying a generator is reasonable grounds for it to be stolen?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly?
Yeah.
So it's not reasonable?
Combined with person refused to give me details.
Combined with? Hang on a minute, you either think the action's happened or not. Stepping well outside your jurisdiction and your power,
Yeah,
sir.
you can do. I've spared on mind the video on as well. When you come up here.
You just stole mine.
I haven't stolen it.
Yes, you have. That's mine.
So you say so, I don't know who you are. So
I've just told you where I am. My name's Andy.
when
I've told you where I live.
That's not stolen. Verify
Are you
who
going to fetch it back to my house?
When I'm satisfied, alright, then you can have it back.
What, you will fetch it to my house, will you? Or do I have to go through the expense of you ruining my day and the expense of having to come back to Durham to collect my generator?
Now, aren't you?
No, I don't live in Durham. I live anywhere.
And also, so you live anywhere, so that address you give me, I don't know, I can't
I live
verify
anywhere.
it. Well, there you go
The
then.
police know I live there. They've been
Right.
there loads of times.
Well,
so-
I don't know, I've never met you before in my life. Alright? So I don't know who you are,
Okay.
right?
So
Don't know
meanwhile,
who you are.
you're
just
going
being
to steal my
obstructive.
generator.
No, I'm
You're
not
being
stealing.
obstructive with me.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I'm going about my actual business, and you are now stealing my generator.
Well, that's what you say.
That is effectively what is happening, isn't it?
Something else.
Now watch the sleight of hand. First it was the generator. Now it's the name. The officer conflates the two, as if refusing a surname creates the suspicion he needed before he stopped them. It doesn't. Under PACE, the grounds must exist at the point of the stop. You can't fish first and find your reason later. Andrew gives a first name, address and phone number. None of that is required. He's being cooperative beyond what the law demands, and still getting treated like a suspect.
It's different.
Yeah, what, for carrying a generator? Come on, think about
How
it.
many times I've told you, I'm not going to explain myself any further, right?
You don't need to, it's all
Exactly.
videoed. It's
Well,
like
well,
pretty
well,
self-evident, really.
Well, what is?
That you're saying that somebody carrying a generator is reasonable grounds for a theft. That's
Right.
total
And then I stop them and ask
stupidness.
them, and they don't provide any details. That's enough grounds for me.
Do I
You
have-
wanna ask
Mate,
me
if
that,
he's
you
done
can
nothing
verify
wrong,
it.
if he's done nothing wrong, why would he need to provide his details?
Hey,
If he's-
I can verify who he is.
Hang on, if he's done nothing
Well,
wrong, why would he
verify,
need to
right?
verify? Why would you need to verify his details if he's done nothing wrong in a common law jurisdiction?
Because if there is an issue, it is stolen, and I'll let him go,
Right.
and I need to arrest him.
So you don't know. So there is no reasonable
Oh,
grounds.
look, I'm not arguing with you.
There you
All
go,
right, you put the
this-
camera there, or you want, but I'm not arguing. I've told you, right, the state of play, told you the grounds, right? If you're not happy with that, then you do what you have to do.
Oh, will
All
be,
right?
yeah. Do you know what I mean? I just think this is silly, mate. I really do.
yeah, okay.
Don't you think, like,
I'm not
you?
speaking to you no more.
The thing is,
Don't
you probably
speak to me,
joined the
I'm
job to
talking
help
grounds.
people. And do you think this is helping or hindering?
Listen, you're obstructive. I don't speak to you no more.
That's not obstructive, sir.
Well, I've told you, I'm not going over the grounds over and over.
You're
again.
still
I've told
speaking
you.
to me.
I know you.
You just said you wasn't.
Right. Well, I'm not now.
Thank you.
The officer now says the combination of carrying equipment and not giving full details is enough. It isn't. PACE Code A is clear. Suspicion must be based on objective facts, not on a person's refusal to answer questions. You cannot be detained simply for staying silent. That's not obstruction. That's a right. The officer is trying to turn lawful silence into evidence of guilt. That gets the whole thing backwards. Andrew spots it. The officer stops arguing. He knows. The officer just threatened to seize the generator. But there's a moment coming where his entire position collapses, and it's not Andrew who causes it.
So what's going to be the procedure from now then, anyway?
Are you arresting me for suspicion of theft or something? Is that what it is? You're just going to take my generator? You're just going to seize my generator? So, like, what you're saying, you're just going to seize the generator?
But you don't. Do you think it's stolen?
This doesn't make no sense at all now, does it? I mean, if I am supposed to have stole it, the police officer just said I'm not under arrest, I'm not going to be arrested, but they are going to take the generator away from me because it's suspected as stolen. Now, to me, that means all I'm doing is...
Yeah, wouldn't you be the suspected thief if you was carrying it?
Well, yeah, of course I would.
So wouldn't the thief have to be arrested?
Yeah, I mean, he could even see which car we're putting it into, take that registration number. He doesn't have to do all of this. All he has to do is you know, where I take the generator to put it in my friend's car, that's going to take it back home for me, he could take the number of that, and there's absolutely no need for him to seize the generator in the first place.
Can you tell me then, why can't you provide us with your date of birth and your surname?
Because I'm not breaking the law. No need. Because I'm not breaking the law.
And I'm not breaking any law, I'm upholding the law.
Yeah, yeah, you can request.
I'm talking to this gentleman, not you. Okay.
Carry on.
Right. All I've asked, all right, is to try and establish who you are. All right, because I say 2 people carrying a generator from there, from a riverbank, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where this generator's come from.
I totally understand, yeah.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Don't I look a dodgy character,
right?
eh?
Right. Listen to me.
Is that what it is?
You refuse to provide your details
no, I
to me.
haven't refused.
Right?
Here's the part most people miss. Andrew offers a simple fix. Take the car registration. That would link him to the property, prove ownership. Job done. The officer ignores it. Why? Because the goal was never verification. It was compliance. The law gives police power to stop and search. It doesn't give them power to demand obedience. There's a difference. Andrew knows it. The officer doesn't like it.
I've also told you that I've been visited by the police. I've also told you that the police have come down, seen us twice now. The people from the church have had us permission to stay here. We are now moving our equipment as agreed by the church, and now I'm being obstructed by yourself.
I know nothing about that. Nothing.
Well, get on the radio and just check it out, so we can just take this and go. We need to get the rest of the gear out of here. You're holding us up. We've got until 12 o'clock to move the rest of the equipment and get it shifted, mate. You're holding us up, man. We need to get this in the car. Why don't you just do what I asked? Take the registration of the car that it's going in. You've got my details, mate. You've even got my phone number. Try and phone me then now. Phone me now. You have got my details. You can that verifies it. If you check, yeah. I'm just practicing my right not to have to give you my full name because I'm not breaking the law.
You do that, and I'm just practicing my right. All right. To do things I have to do and do my job.
No, you don't have to do that at all. Come on, you know you don't have to do that. You know you don't have to. Well, you don't, and you know you don't.
Yeah, another lad's got to carry this generator.
Yeah,
I'm a bit suspicious, so asked him to provide his details.
Right, we put on a little do for people, we call it Speaker's Corner, where miners and that all came and we all had talks and stuff like that, and we talked about criminal law, you know, all kinds of political talk. Anyway, the church came down. The police have been down to see us twice. I'm surprised that this gentleman hasn't radioed it in to just double check that we have talked to the church. The chap called John who manages the whole shebang.
Have you got his contact number?
Came down. No, but he took my contact details when he came down.
Because I said if somebody had arranged it, you would have his details.
There's also a three-stripe sergeant. Is it a sergeant?
Yeah, a sergeant come down yesterday. 413 his number was.
And we just basically.
Well, if you've got an organised event, surely you would have that person's details.
Andrew now explains, calmly, that the police have already visited twice. The church gave permission. A sergeant came down. All of this is on record. The officer admits he knows nothing about any of it. That's the problem. He didn't check before acting. He assumed. PACE requires officers to make reasonable inquiries before seizing property. A 2-minute radio call would have cleared this. He didn't make it.
Who said it was an organised event?
So it's not an organised event.
Who said that?
Well, that's what you said through the church and through the police.
No, it wasn't organised. They came down and said, and then.
So they've come down to give you several words of advice.
Yeah.
So this is not organised.
And said keep it on and you can leave by tomorrow.
Right. So
we're just moving our equipment to the car. I've not been obstructed with this police officer. I've told him my name's Andrew. I've told him it's just up there, mate. Right. And we're just loading the gear up.
So what's...
Do you want to provide his surname and date of birth?
Yeah, fetch it up to your car. We'll do some checks up there. Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, cool. All right, I'll be up in a minute.
No, follow us up, man.
Oh, I need to get my bag in it. No.
Yes, we need to check if I live at the V8 and that's all. Yeah.
Hang on a minute, that might be stolen. You're carrying that.
Try not to come into any conflict.
It's all in order.
Somebody coming down. It's not saying we supported them yesterday, so I'll wait till they come down.
It's all right.
No harm done.
Is it all done and dusted now, Constable?
No, I'm waiting for the officer who supported us yesterday. I've just spoken on the radio.
Which one's that? PC Oliver?
Down. Don't know them yet. 1551's the colour number.
All right.
Is someone keeping an eye on the rest of the gear down there? Is someone there? No. Right.
Said he's broken the law.
So he
Trying to
hasn't.
establish
So
a
what
few
you're doing now, you're
facts.
trying
Just
to...
trying to establish who you are.
Yeah, I know,
So
but you can't
why would he
be
need to? Is he obliged to if he's broken no law?
How am I breaking your mis-
Now the second officer steps in. Same line. We're just trying to establish who he is. But Andrew isn't obliged to help. There's no law that says a person must identify themselves unless arrested or suspected of a specific offence. Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002 covers antisocial behaviour, not carrying your own property. The officers are relying on pressure, not law. Andrew holds steady. That's when the mood starts to shift.
You've given your address, haven't you?
And it's not here, the camera. It's just for evidence purposes, because
All we're trying to do is establish
That
who
should
he
be
is.
enough for you.
for what reason if he's broken no law?
Is that okay? Is that okay?
You don't have to break a law to establish who you are.
Well, so he's not obliged to then, really. So is he being detained? So is he free to go?
Trying to find out who he is. We don't know who we're talking to.
So is he free to go if he's not being detained?
Listen, I'll explain, like I've said before, right? Two lads on a generator, up the bank, alright? I don't know anything that's going on, I've stopped to speak to them. This was one of the gentlemen, right? Asked who they are, what they've been up to. Said they just had some sort of party or something going down the riverbank. Alright. Asked to provide the details. He's refused to provide all his details. I've said, I'm not happy with the stuff. Right, well listen to me. You've given us your first name, alright, the potential address and a mobile telephone number. Right? Now, when I say two people carrying a generator up in the middle of nowhere, I'm a bit suspicious. That combined with him providing me details gives me enough grounds, alright, to suspect that could possibly be stolen. Hence why I said I'll seize it till I can verify that it's not. Once I'm happy with that, you can have it back. Alright? Or, secondary, could arrest him, take him to the cell until I can establish then he can be interviewed, I can verify who he is, and then he can be released. Right? That's the options I've got. Haven't chose to do that, right, to arrest you, alright?
The officer now says the options are seize the generator or arrest Andrew and take him to custody. That's a threat dressed as procedure. But neither option is lawful here. An arrest under Section 24 of PACE requires reasonable grounds, not guesswork. Seizing property under Section 19 requires a genuine belief it's evidence of an offence. The officer has neither. He's bluffing, and Andrew, politely, calls it.
Obviously you've been carrying equipment up, and ask why you're laughing, is there something funny?
I think it's silly that you think reasonable grounds is somebody...
like I said, well,
you ask me a
I
question
think
and
it's
then you
silly
butt
that
in. That's rather rude
I think
to
it's
butt
silly
in,
that
ask me a
you're doing
question,
me.
and then when I go
Right,
to answer
I
it,
think it's silly that
excuse
you're
me, you're
doing
butting in.
Right, I
I think that's rather rude. You ask me a question and I go to... Well, hang on, you just ask me a question and then I go to answer it and then you butt in. You're a rather rude man.
Question why? Because you've asked it a few times now, so I've told you.
I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I understand the concept and the job that you have to do. But also, it is my right not to give you my full
Put it
details.
in there, and it's my right to investigate
Yeah,
something that I'm not happy
absolutely,
with, and that's what I'm doing.
absolutely.
And obviously, this gentleman obviously took umbrage to that,
Yeah.
all right, and video of me.
If you look at my website, exit2000.co.uk, all my details are on there as well. And confirm my address, will confirm my address.
Right.
No, I'm telling you that I'm
you're
an
free to go.
artist. There's another way
Thank you very
to
much.
confirm my address by looking on my website, because I'm an artist and I've worked for some prestige.
You're free to go.
around
Let's
the
go.
country, then surely you can check out the details on the website.
There's basically, I don't mean to fall out with you, mate. I really don't. But
To be honest, I think we're done now. I think
there's no need to be like that, though. There's no need to be aggro.
Now something interesting. The officer's tone softens. He offers to check things out. No more talk of seizure. No arrest. The situation is winding down. What changed? Andrew stayed calm. He didn't shout. He didn't swear. He just kept asking the same question. What are your grounds? When there's no answer, the pressure folds. That's the value of knowing the law. Not to fight, but to hold the line.
All right. Have a good day. So, did the police not seize it?
No, they did seize it in the end, like. I don't know why, like.
I thought they suspected you, like they had good reasonable grounds
Good reasonable grounds for what? Maybe
for
stealing
suspecting, for stealing it themselves. But they had reasonable grounds, they said, for suspecting that it might be stolen. So how comes they didn't take it then? What happened?
Well, in the end, I still won't give them my full name, but I did give them a phone number, and I did tell them about the police that had come to visit me in my house, and they knew where I lived, and so therefore they already had the information. Didn't need to give them it again. So they are aware of me addressing who I am anyway. They just, I think it was being awkward and just trying to steal some of my equipment at the end of the day and make my life awkward, because I've been practicing freedom of speech and giving information out to other people there. Hopefully to switch a few more people on in the country, yeah. Anyway, you're going to get this Jenny out, John?
So how did it end? The officers walked away. The generator stayed with Andrew. No arrest, no seizure, no crime. The outcome confirms what the footage showed all along. There were never any lawful grounds. 3 things to take from this. First, reasonable suspicion must exist before a stop, not be invented during it. Second, silence is not obstruction, it's a right. Third, when you know the law and stay calm, bluffs tend to collapse. If you've seen officers try this trick before, drop your story in the comments. And if this breakdown helped, hit subscribe for more like it. This video is educational, not legal advice. Always check local laws. Peace out.